Heroic versus Falcons. A matchup that is a little bit lopsided potentially with a late Huskar pick. But the question is, where is this Huskar going, Avery?
Mid. Bottom is kind of the only straight up lane in this game right now. Battle
fighting over the Lotus. Whisper's not going to be able to get this for free. Vacuums him out of it, gets the Lotus. He doesn't eat it. He probably would have died anyway, so he holds on to that resource for the future. Kind of sad.
This fast is still pretty good. Can't blame him for that. Charge up top with the King Jungle's rotation. They want the Phantom Assassin. Will they get the Phantom Assassin?
It's going to be a 3-on-3 with Snake King slipping down on the other side. They do get the Phantom Assassin core for core, but a second core is going to join the field on the side of Heroic. Run down crit. And I guess that is the difference here between Huskar, less likely to make that rotation, just wants to dominate that mid. Analog.
Maybe think about that with the next Exo here if you're Falcons. Like smoke this DP mid, player on the Huskar, get a backstab fight into tower going. That could be pretty good.
Try and invade the triangle. The only thing that the Infest is going to do is steal one of the small Ancients. So that was a lot of wasted time for Yuma. While Lamar just moves to another side of the map to continue farming. They are going to make a go at the supports here, though. Oh, pick me up and drag me away. What a save from Crit.
That was a lot of stun stacking. Maybe they're just trying to burst him, but that's a level 6 Mirana with 1100 HP.
And another tower to be taken. Got him. Drag the creep with him, too. And King Jungle's attempting to hold this tower, but the Exorcism is still going to be used by SUMAIL. If he can win this fight, he will easily take the tower. And it looks like Whisper, he's at least going to be taking so much damage. He can't fight anymore. That final ghost does the work required to get the kill. And Schofield, he'll be run down as well. This Death Prophet. It's working out really well. They won that lane. They're turning it into not just team fight wins, but also objective wins. And we haven't even gotten to the Tormentor timing yet.
I mean, Whisper took 1,350 damage from DP. That is a lot of damage to take at the 11-minute mark from one hero.
Yeah.
This is what their lineup is designed to do. Take some fight where Falcons clump or go through a choke point and just massacre them with back wall, charge, ice path.
I just don't think this is very well disguised. Snake King has pushed the mid tower all the way into the tier 2.
I mean, but if you're Falcons, do you have a choice, right? This Tormentor is the end all be all. You have to take it, Austin. You have to go up the ramp.
SUMAIL's going to break his smoke on the low ground. He pushes forward anyway. They're going to try and burst him down nice and quick, and they should be able to do so. SUMAIL only can get so much heal off. Oh, God, he's surviving for so long. Yeah, he eventually dies, but maybe Falcons, Amar, he's getting low as well. Oh, he managed to get an armlet toggle in the middle of all these heroes. He still falls. Heroic were ever patient in their defense, and were rewarded with a massive win on the high ground.
Still on the losing Yuma, so now they can't really do the Tormentor. Well, they're going to get a 4th.
Yeah, getting 4 for this.
Ooh. That feels a lot better. I mean, I'm kind of surprised Falcons did that without seeing anybody on the map.
Your smoke broke on the low ground. Like,
I mean, I guess Heroic are going to take another way around here because, in theory, it's still good for them. The ward is scouting.
Going to pop the Moonlight Shadow, but they get the Tormentor, yes, but they're going to be so low off of this one. Oh, and that heal is not good enough. If they cut him off here at the pass.
Dude, if Heroic just commit for this play.
Oh, they have the scan on him too. They know they're walking through this area.
And Skier just TP'd out. I mean, he TP'd out.
Going to be popped by SUMAIL. Managed to get a 2-man silence. Analog's quickly going to remove that one with the Illusion Room. Crit goes straight for the kill onto Whisper. Whisper, he needs to survive to get off spells, but a good arrow from Snake King puts him down before anything can really go off. This makes things messy for Heroic. He's still up Yuma on the front lines here with the open wounds. He's going to focus on the Huskar and get him. Now SUMAIL's up next. They should be able to run him down as well. The loss of their carry, or rather, their carry TPing out. There's no way to win this fight.
For Heroic, I mean, it could have been even better if this Darkseer didn't get God arrowed from Snake King, but
seriously.
You got to question the decision there from Falcons. Skeeter TP'd out as SUMAIL pops Exo. So are you taking a team fight? Are you not? If you have PA there, I think you have a decent shot to win that.
After a pickoff on the Ember Spirit, a haste rune found in the river leads more opportunities for Falcons. Mar aggressively pushing forward. He has Glimmer Cape, Armlet, S and Y. He is very difficult to bring down. With that Glimmer Cape, he's going to try and find an opening. Spots Whisper, catches him midway through his surge, and with a little bit of pushback, Whisper does take a lot of damage, but Amar opts not to keep chasing.
Old sick ice path from KJ on the Blinken.
Brought back into the vacuum too. Crit is already dead. Skeeter's going to use his BKB to get out. Again, a bit of a disjoint there between what the Falcon members want to do. Arrow to stop the Spirit Breaker ultimate, but he didn't want to go for it anyway. Not sure if they want to go on Amar or not, but pop out, Infest, got a disarm onto the Huskar. He's trying to run it out here. See if he can armlet toggle a second time. Nope. Too many heroes.
Yeah, very disjointed. The fact that KJ got that ice path off changed everything there. It was a very sick read of the situation. Skeeter commits, gets trapped there for so long. That's a level 4 ice path.
I mean, why are they going for that behind the tier 2 at the same time that Huskar is chasing after the Darks here and then chooses to back off with the haste ring?
I think they probably felt the attention of Heroic was on that Huskar play. They would get away with the quick pick. You're gonna bleed another support kill here?
Schofield with the surge and the Ion
Any
Shell.
bash? Hello?
He doesn't need it.
Yeah, well, I guess he didn't because he didn't get one.
Save those bashes for later.
He has a full Shadow Blade now. Falcons are bleeding a lot of team fights in this game. I think he's number 1.
SUMAIL has got to be up there. Snake King charged up right now. Yule Scepter on himself. Amar's going to fight for this, though. He is right in the middle of all these heroes. Silence on 3. And an entry into the fight onto the Ember Spirit that's going to force him to back off. Now, that wasn't an infested charge at the same time, so they're kind of split, or maybe they're sandwiching Amar. But he does have that Aegis after all on the Lifestealer, so he's willing to just battle it out, whether it's going for SUMAIL or Amar. He doesn't really care which one it is, as long as he can hit something out of this one. A Yule Scepter to stop him a little bit, but Schofield bumps back in and manages to finish him off. Skeeter, meanwhile, he delivers a killing blow onto Analog, goes for more. Schofield's up next, but eventually his staying power, it wanes thin, and now Yuma, he'll carry out the rest of the team fight, as has been the way for Dream League and this new patch. The Lifestealer continues to just push through it all.
This hero's just crazy when you start winning fights. You get these kills, and the bonus HP just starts to go up and up so fast with the level 4, right? 50 HP for every hero is a lot. Cannot bleed these kind of team fights. That's what I'm talking
going to try and get, and he does have his own Shivas.
He's also 30 XP off level 18 here. Would love that 3rd point Exorcism. It's a big one.
Yeah, especially with so many charges. He's got 7 spirits from that facet. So,
okay, he gets it there. So they are hitting a pretty strong power point in terms of damage output. Satanic done for the PA as well. On top of that, Shiva's on the DP. A lot more survivability here. If they can keep their cores alive, let the spells do the work.
Charge coming through all the heroes. They smoked up and they ran straight into a Spirit Breaker. Yuma's going to chase after them here. Using her early rage, though. This feels a little awkward. May need to use the Infest. Lotus Orb on him, though. Amar jumps after him, but he already got off the Infest inside of Whisper. They go for Analog instead. They've got him well locked down for a while. Slight goes up, and he jumped up to the high ground. Huskar gets a bit low off of a charge, and here comes Yuma back into place. He didn't rage. He's going to target him, trying to go for a beautiful ice path. Once again, King Jungle turns the tide with the beautiful spell casting.
Dude, this Jakiro is just destroying Falcons in this game. Absolutely destroying them. They don't have target prioritization on him. They have to deal with the cores on the front line. The fights get really chaotic. You forget about them, and then boom. That one ice path lands, you're done. Didn't even take the vacuum. The vacuum wall only hit 1 hero. And Falcons still can't kill anything.
Starts off so awkward for Heroic, but Yuma, he's able to successfully get off the Infest. They can't finish off Analog.
That was a very good Lotus Orb there to dispel the silence on him.
Yeah.
And nice charges from Schofield. Again, you're just wasting the time.
4 heroes.
I mean, that's just brutal. But the point I go back to is, like, this whole time you're just trying to kill Lifestealer, and you can't kill him.
Yeah.
Time and time again, we have seen this. The hero just outlasts you. So I don't know. If you can't kill him, then maybe you should be focusing everybody else instead of him. But it has to be decisive one way or the other. And nullifier for Skeeter. So that's one way to say, hey, I want to find these supports and bring them down. Open up the fight that way. Which, if you can, is a route to victory. You also have Ags on the Huskar, so some extra lockdown. You have 3-second taunt. Schofield lurking under that ward vision. They see him.
Yeah, Schofield has been quite the nuisance. Get a nullifier on him. They go after him, but the Lifesteal's already here. Oh, the vacuum up to the high ground wall. Beautiful stuff. It is just immediately taking 2 of the Falcons members out of the team fight. The self-fuels of SUMAIL. He's actually stayed alive for some time. Got off a lot of spirit drains. But Skeeter, his BKB is worn thin. The Aghanim Scepter again from the Lifestealer just being a hard counter to this hero. Amar's not making it back to the base. And Skeeter, well, he may not make it back to the fountain the way Analog chasing. They just call it there. Falcons give in to Heroic. Despite the lead they got in the first 10 minutes of the game, Heroic just set themselves in and focused on one thing and one thing only, the team fights.
And they were patient. They were very patient in that game. They had that very patient Tormentor play on the first spawn. That was the big comeback in that game. They were very smooth in how they played the fights, protecting the back line. They made sure the Breaker and the Jakiro had good positioning. If their frontliners were annoying. And if the Jakiro and the Spirit Breaker are alive, you're going to win that fight over the long term. The cores on Falcons cannot deal with those heroes. And your 2 supports are just not having super good performance from them on 2 heroes that I expect to go up in priority over the course of this patch.
Yep.
And if you're not looking at Lifesteal, I don't know what you're looking at, because this hero is an abomination right now.
Oh, they need to change their entire identity or draft? That's the issue.
Aw. Tide carry with the new Krill Eater pet? No, it's probably...
On all this, you have 2 charges?
Okay.
I don't know, it's a lot.
Yeah, but typically Hoodwink has wanted to level up Acorn Shot and Bushwhack.
So the thing that maybe pushes us over the edge, as thinking he'll die here, is this level 10 talent now too.
Okay.
+1 Scurry charge.
Giant Squid Eater.
Well, I will enjoy seeing just how big it can get.
Well, question is, are we even going to go that late? Because I do feel like both lineups could snowball heavily. I don't know who's going to end up taking the snowball and building it into this big momentous thing that takes over at 25, 30 minutes. But I do feel like both lineups are capable of doing so. And both lineups have, whether it's some snowballing power or some pushing power, like Heroic, obviously, off the back of their Leshrac. This Leshrac does well enough. He starts taking a lot of these towers off. They take big objectives like the Tormentors and Roshans. Nice skewer back. That is beautiful stuff. Amar, he's going to get a lot of damage returned onto Yuma, almost killing him in the process. Does kill him in the process.
Brother.
Damn. 2 for 1. I can't believe they managed to pull that off.
Yeah, he had to back out there way sooner.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They're just waiting to be pushed. They're just going to remove all his facets. Like, screw you.
The first facetless hero.
Yep. That's going to be his facet. You get nothing.
SUMAIL pops the Echo to turn it around. Not enough damage.
Oh my, that was so close.
It was very close indeed.
That's so sad for him, dude.
If only he had the helping hand of just one hero. Snake King chased after. Does have a leap in a second here, but will not be able to get it off in time.
Rogue getting some kills. Could be super influential depending on if Whisper goes for this Ags. Just charge and break the tide.
I mean, you definitely go the Ags. I guess the question is how early, right?
I don't think he really needs a... I don't think you rush BKB in this game, so...
Is it a blade mail game?
Kind of.
They've got a lot of AoE damage they can't control, per se.
I mean, the blade mail is good versus the bristle, but it's not that amazing versus the other cores. I'm not really sure what he goes to. He's thinking about just Ags rush.
Oh. RP on 2. Good hit from Yuma, but he needs his team, and Analog is here a little bit too late to take advantage of the group up. And Amar, he's running a bit low on mana. He's got magic wand charge. He's got a lot of them, in fact. So this is not going to be an easy kill. Analog's got to be careful with the quills building up. And in fact, Amar, separated by an ice path. Analog is just outside of range. The Fisher goes off, and then the second round of quills does land. King Jungles gets overrun. And Nigma, excuse me, Falcons. I'm looking at SUMAIL.
What? Miracle.
They'll take the Ancients. He's back.
Smoke from Heroic. I mean, this smoke has to land or you're losing a lot, because I think this Tormentor's going to get done here in the next minute or two.
Pushing into a Bristleback with Aghanim Scepter could be disastrous, though, especially when they don't have their own Aghanim Scepter on the Primal Beast. But if they just bring better numbers than Falcons to the situation, could still be good. As great as a Ravage could be, it's going to be 3 versus 5 potentially. Whisper, the smoke breaks on him. He doesn't charge after them, though.
Falcons just don't have the 2 heroes that are running here right now in the Mirana and the Shaker, so they concede the positioning.
And they've got some nice vision.
Both teams have vision.
Falcons. The other heroes are getting here. Skeeter's going to run right into the middle of all of them here. Got the anchor out onto the Primal Beast. A really good start, especially with the follow-up of the Ravage. They should be able to just take Whisper out of the equation immediately. The follow-up there as the support dies. Another one's going to fall as the Shakiro's up next. Gets off this full Ice Path Macro Pyre, but they'll do nothing to stop Falcons, who will now 5-man the Tormentor.
Well, sometimes the best initiation is to just walk face first into the enemy.
Yeah.
And nothing happens. And you anchor the mobility hero, and you 5-second arrow the support. That was the easiest fight of Falcon's life. I don't think Heroic cast a single spell, actually. Other than the Jakiro spells as he's getting swatted off the map. SUMAIL's like, damn, this is what it feels like to play on a real team. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
And it gets even worse for Heroic. Getting to fall apart. 8,000 net worth lead. Even more than Falcons had the last time around. And that was through lanes mostly.
Yeah, this game is crumbling really fast.
This time around, Falcons have much better team fight than they had in game 1. Now, Heroic still has some big combo potential. Hard to realize it, though. It's kind of banking on an RP that doesn't, you know, this Magnus doesn't have a Blink Dagger. So in the meantime, they're just going to get picked apart over and over again.
Yeah, this time the supports on Falcons are contributing a lot more on the map and in the game, especially these fights. These backliners for Heroic don't have the same positioning they did in that game 1 because the front line is...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Heroic left with no footing. Get themselves back up here. Just continue to, whether it is a bushwhack grab or an arrow that lands.
Oh, beautiful setup.
Dark Will from behind does do a decent amount of damage. We saw a little bit of that Curse Crown damage come into play. Not enough to kill Snake King. And now Schofield be chased down as well. So losing heroes on both sides of the map. This really just could not get worse for Heroic.
They knocked him into the pipe.
Sent him upriver.
This entire map just crumbled on the Tormentor and Roshan. The lack of a cohesive team fight, the fact that Magnus feels like he needs, not looking like a lot of options to fall back on here if you're Heroic outside of some wombo combo team fight with the RP, Ice Path, Terrorized.
Yeah, this point it feels like it's going to be banked on a Harpoon Skewer back. Whisper, do you want to try and bail him out? Ravage immediately put to use. Jakiro dies anyway. Now Whisper in the middle of all these heroes, though. Heroic do have the numbers. Falcons are struggling to get here, but a skewer back onto Amar. Pulls him deep into the base. He doesn't care how he's got the Aegis, and he just turns around and kills them.
What was that damage?
Do not go on a porcupine.
That's just the game. Such a disgusting amount of damage.
And on the other side of the table, when it comes to the physical damage that they do, Magnus, I think this facet is cool and everything, as we're going to watch Whisper get annihilated. Cool facet for Magnus as a carry, no doubt. Helps with his damage quite a bit, but they also kill some of his damage because of the Universal Hero change, right?
Yes.
Like, Universal Heroes just do not scale nearly as well.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Easy jump. Arrow lands. See you later, Dark Willow.
Another sharpshooter shot that lands as well. This duo's just not missing. Well, Heroic, you can play it out if you want. What do you think level 20 Tidehunter is?
You think that's what he tells his team? I was just deep breathing, guys. Wait, what'd you ask?
I asked you what you thought the Tidehunter was going to be eating next.
An oil tanker. Got to keep it realistic a little bit here. Anchor will be dropped on the Magnus. They're going to try an all-in human. I think he is going to get all-in. He does. His corpse will be smashed into the Nether Realm. Does he have buyback? No, he does not, Austin. So that's your final fight for the game.
If it was realistic, level 1 would be microplastic.
It was nanoplankton, I believe.
Shark Eater.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Eventually, we're going to get to Whale Eater,
Radiant's top tower
which is
is
what
under attack.
Avery's nickname was in college.
What the fuck? What? Wait, what? I cannot believe you just said that.
Said what?
Radiant's top tower
33 to 9, 32,000 net worth lead.
What?
BKB,
wrong
Leshrac,
with
it all changed now.
Dire's top barracks are
For the record, I do not know the other man on the microphone. I've never met him in my life. I just walked in this studio. No, he's like Darth Sidious, you know.
My precious.
He's like a bad influence.
I don't think that's true at all, actually. I think Curtis is probably the good influence.
Yes. Farm the creeps I never had a chance to.
He did do a lot of farming in his 4 position.
Yeah, he did. He was a dog, a siren, and techies player.
Yeah,
so
seriously.
That's disgusting. Hey, they are killing stuff.
Well, that's... Yeah, of course they're killing stuff. That's been what Falcons...
Oh, another Nightfall TP. And another one.
I love the fireworks that are going off right beforehand, too.
Hiya! ATF will dice Analog down and go to end this game. I feel like that's the 3rd time I said that. So that means they're going to back off here again.
Well, the towers give you gold, but the throne doesn't. So...
A Ravage on nothing. It was a symbolic Ravage of their domination.
Ravage.
And the GG has been called, Austin. It is over. It is finally over.
Didn't know who I was. Mr. Walsh, remember?
Team Falcons will claim victory. Sumail looks very happy. AUI does not look very happy. He was probably watching that cast and did not enjoy that.
Like an Amar Timbersaw, like going in, trying to make sure that Magnus doesn't get a good RP, soaks up a lot of damage. The issue is you are landing against Ursa, but okay, it is Mars.
Tried and true Mars. So this is probably the best of like the Blink initiators you could pick for the lane.
Tough matchup for the Ember, but Sumail doing perfectly fine in it. Trying to get a little extra. Might die here.
King Juggles on the other side, aiming for the kill on Crit, but he will die instead to Sumail. Slight Chains overwhelms him.
Okay, nice little turnaround from Crit.
Good.
Anytime. 14 skill ice path.
is under attack.
Well, then you're just nerfing your own hero. Considering he went the fast hit to build around Ice Path. I sure hope he's planning on leveling it. Analog, he's going to take this fight. He actually makes the read that he can survive. Sumail chained up.
Yuma's here.
Yeah, Yuma came across the river to assist. This is what we're talking about. This guy is just...
That part I do not understand. So, quick smoke on Analog with a blink. Maybe this will be a sign of things to come, trying to get more active here and shut down these
This
farms.
will be the start of some momentum here. Echo Slam going to be put to use to kill Amar again.
Yeah, nice little kill. That's a really good target, too. Stats heavy. ATF right on time, as Amar is just going to walk in here. Heal some creeps.
Smoke to the back line. Schofield and Analog are going to back up King Jungles. KJ, he's kind of baiting a little bit, but it's definitely going to cost him his life. Can they get the return, though? There goes the Echo Slam, and a quick grab onto Sumail. That Ice Path. A stolen bit of piece there from Crit almost saved the life of SUMAIL, but chase after Yuma now. Are they going to try and help Yuma through this one? He still has the Enrage. And after the Enrage is gone, he tried to get through the wall. It doesn't work that way, so he's stuck.
That ends up being a nice move for Falcons in the end. They get the biggest target on the map. The Battle Fury was just done on the Ursa. He instantly dies.
Well, if they're all going to go bottom, maybe you can take mid with the wards.
Oh, RP.
Straight into the Enchant Totem. Quick kill. And those two can now help put pressure on mid where the wards are going to work.
Yeah, no arena here to defend this. His tower's gone for sure. Can only look for the trade bottom here as Skeeter wails into this tower.
Yuma TPing up to top lane. Or mid.
This ward is already giving you so much info.
Yeah. They know he has BKB now.
Well, I guess it didn't give Snake King too much info. He gets Echo Slammed. And maybe it didn't give him too much info.
Okay, he gets down, no problem.
I was going to say, if they all got caught, seeing them all there, I don't know what to say about that. But the problem is this Mirana Death enough to open up Roshan? Heroics say it is. Got scanned, so Falcons know what's happening, but they don't have Skeeter's BKB.
Biggest hope is SUMAIL. The damage he can do inside the pit with the slight. Oh,
Double
Spear actually catches and quickly kills Analog. In the process, the H is going to be picked up by Yuma, though. They got him. Meanwhile, the RP locking down all these heroes for Yuma to go to work. After grabbing the extra life, he will use the first life to get a triple kill. Now hunting down the rest. Schofield blinking forward, searching for more. Snake King, he still has a leap, so he is likely good.
That was such an ambitious fight from Falcons.
Or
3v5 into RP. They're going to lose a fourth, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's a really risky move. I thought he had Shard on the Mars. What's this going into? There's just no new items for Falcons right now, and there's a lot of new items on the side of Heroic.
They just keep getting stronger. The quick pick on a Snake King who tries to get a D ward. Ward actually stays alive for now. Mar goes back to deal with it. Blinks away.
Schofield.
Oh, SUMAIL would be a great grab.
Blinking one. He's going to get him, I think. He didn't go. He's waiting on the Remnant.
Waiting on the Remnant to get him when he comes back. Now, his allies, they'll get here eventually, and Shadow Shaman just offers so much control. It's guaranteed.
I mean, easy setup for Schofield. Morrow's looking up here, but I don't think that's the target he wants. Or does he?
He does. RP, but did he actually bail him out from that arrow that was coming in? As a result, Yuma gets off his Enrage and his BKB. He has to make a run for it, though. As the PA is coming in soon, and they don't have any control now that the RP was used. The quick response from Whisper in some ways plays against them. Analog does come in and get a dunk onto Oral Crit, but now he's in danger. Fortunately, that Enchant Totem gets him away from the spear that was coming in, and a buyback, really, from Schofield. That felt unnecessary.
Yeah, that fight was completely done.
Roshan, maybe? He's afraid that Roche could be up, and they're going to do it right away.
But you're still waiting for the Ursa anyway. That's just a wasted buy.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, they seem pretty committed if they're using Macro Pyre to kill half a wave. King Jungles is going to be spotted in that same spot by Snake King, but nobody is coming over from Falcons. They don't want to leave their setup in mid. All right, finally, Amar's like, okay, I got it.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, you're going to get arrowed, right?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Nice contribution from Amar.
Oh, mid lane. They go for Skeeter, though. Echo Slam hitting the back line, killing the Rubik already, leaving Skeeter alone.
He is.
They've shocked him down. Schofield, now he's got BKB, so I don't think Heroic's going to try.
Okay, sure, but Skeeter's pretty capped. I mean, like, he's running out of slots here. There he goes. He hits the high ground. How do you like that, Austin?
It's fake. That wasn't a real hit.
Smoke from Heroic, last one. Got to get something with this.
Backing up into them, but Amar, he's going to be the one to break it. Trying to get the initiation, but the BKB has already gone off, and now the Shadow Shaman's on the wrong side of the equation. He will instantly die. Yuma tries to follow him in, but he's left with nothing to hit.
Fight is
His
so
BKB
chaotic.
is just completely
Double
wasted. Now
ward
they're
trap.
serpent trapped as well. This is just going from bad to worse for Heroic. They do get a knockout punch on a Snake King. Ursa has got his claws onto the Ember Spirit with the help of the Shadow Shaman.
Jeez.
They will be able to kill him, but now the Shadow
RP
Shaman
to
is going to
bail
be
it
a
out.
quick knife back, and now inside the arena, it is just a mosh pit of death and destruction. But who's going to fall? Skeeter! He managed to live through it! Got the quick kill onto the Ursa. Now the damage threat is gone. He was getting low there, too.
A fight of inches as Criddle finished off King Jungles with a stolen skewer and a stolen macro pyre. That was a sick double ward trap in the middle of that fight. Another Enrage came up, but it's still not enough to power through the Aegis, which never got taken, by the way.
Yep.
But the Satanic crits and the cheese on Sumail was pivotal in that fight. Do lose one melee racks bottom, but that was it. So not the biggest loss off that fight. They will have everything back up here. 15 seconds for the RP.
They are on the back foot, though, and Falcons is...
Oh, they got the
Well, they
bars.
got caught at the same time. Schofield,
They didn't chain
the
it.
moment he's spotted, he dies. The skewer back from Amar, he managed to get a really good arena as a result of that because the lack of chain. Gets fissured up. He's still kind of stuck. Echo Slam put to use to try and finally finish him off. Can he blink out? RP, oh, he whiffed! SUMAIL gets the slight right before, and RP lands on his
Outplayed.
head.
Straight outplayed by the King as the ice paths just come raining in from crit.
Middle tower is under attack.
That might just be the game here as you have an Ursa buyback, you have a Mag buyback, but you don't have RP. And you're just getting outplayed in these fights. You still have Aegis up on this Phantom Assassin.
Heroic strategizing exactly what they're going to do on these buyback plays. Crit has the Eon Disc.
Is under
He'll still die. And
Really?
wait. Come on. 3 seconds. 2,
Just blink.
1. Somebody get damage on him. Jeez. Oh, what is this?
That's a nice ice path.
That is a beautiful ice path. Schofield hit him with that chicken fingers. Oh, Skeeter gets away into the nod. No, he doesn't. Analog, like a bloodhound. He
Aegis
sniffs
down.
him out, finds him in the trees. And should be able to get him
Yeah,
twice
nobody
with the ice path and disables at their disposal.
I mean, they finally find this PA, but man, did it cost them. Expensive buybacks. Mag and the Ursa. She's on Sumail. Aegis on Skeeter. ATF leading the charge.
Get inside the base. They spot Analog. Amar almost pulled the trigger on that. His blink is back up. He's going to go for it. Side goes out. Arena that caught the Shadow Shaman inside too. It is a beautiful setup. They
Those
both
have
have buyback. They're going to wait until they see an opportunity here.
Oh, they're on the Mag.
Mag is in trouble, has to use the BKB. Got the RP immediately and all
That
the way into the
is
fountain. This
quite
is not
good.
good for Skeeter.
You can just re-RP him.
Yep. He's going to pop it again. You are staying here, Skeeter. You
Does
are
he
not
die?
getting out. Oh, wait. No, he goes into the
He's healing.
other slam. Satanic is going off. He hit him with the skewer, but away he goes.
Even the fountain's not enough.
How was the fountain not enough to finish off this man underneath a level 25 RP? Yuma
do
chasing
not
after
know.
him, but he has to deal with the banner. The creeps are pushing into the throne. Mars after him hits the refresher. Got stunned up a little bit there. Did not get the clean initiation he was hoping for. Now an arena right in front of the fountain here. Finish off the Chikiro rather casually. Now Whisper up next. Got to stop that skewer. Back into the fountain. They do manage to do so. Yuma fighting for his life out here while the other two watch him from the fountain. But without the
stolen ice
RP,
path, man.
without the skewers, they couldn't do it before. And Skeeter will prove that he is better than Heroic, better than their fountain, and will close out wiping them and then their throne.
That buyback for the Magnus was 10 seconds off cooldown. It comes up now, but now is just too late. As one more stolen ice path just for the road. Yeah, there we go. Blow it up on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
GG.
Rampage to cap things off for Skeeter. We finally see Phantom Assassin win, Avery.
Yeah, some good map play from Falcons. They controlled those Roshans beautifully. I think Heroic had some brief moments they might have been able to come back in that late game, but we can't forget that they controlled a lot of that early game and had a pretty big lead, right? The Shaman was super far ahead, and Falcons dragged that back through sheer will. And, I mean, props to ATF. This is where this guy really shines relative to a lot of other offlaners in the world. He's extremely aggressive and decisive when he knows he has to be, and he just led the charge on so many of those team fights, so many of those plays, bought the absolutely correct items, got them at the right time, made every one of them work. These Hex initiations were huge, and just set the team up for victory. And shout out to Crit. I mean, he got Ice Path almost every fight.